obviously you guys come out of the wrong end tonight, but how did you feel about the chances you generated in general?
Well, I just go game in general because I haven't looked through all the chances. And so I mean, the start of the game for me, too safe, just too vanilla. I felt like we lacked the intensity and sort of intensity on the offensive side that we need to create scoring chances, and urgency on the defensive side. I use intensity again on that side of it to like really defend hard. Like it was okay. I didn't feel like they were any better really in the first period, and then we give them like I felt like we handed them some goals tonight. We didn't make them earn them. Like the first two, we have the turnover at the end of the period where we have probably can do anything else with it but that, and it's in the back of our net. So then you're kind of chasing the game. They get the early one, and then Cale falls in the corner, and Connor beats him out into the middle of the ice. They get the early one in the second. Loved our push at the end of the second and some of the chances we were creating there, zone time, et cetera. But just like overall, full length of the game push that you need in order to win in this league, I just didn't feel like we had it.
Safe, intensity, urgency, would you use those words to describe that 5-on-3 as well, or how did you see that?
Yeah, I have to look back at that because I was watching the clock and trying to get the next unit ready to go. So I honestly, I didn't watch that really closely because it was, the clock was going to change. I was trying to figure out who I wanted on for the next part of it. But it's a big moment. We have the power play, then to the 5-on-3, and then the power play, and it didn't feel like we generated what we should generate, at that point in the game when you're down one, So we'll have to look at it, but I would say that it's probably fair, like we have to be better there. The execution part of it, the decision making, I see that's just kind of the way the game went for us tonight. I don't know if it's tired, lack of focus, a little bit of both, but I mean, there's plays to be made in certain instances in the game, and we didn't make them. I saw Mikko all alone at the net from once. We tried to get him a puck late in the third. It doesn't get there. I mean, we did some good things to sort of break down their coverage, but then we didn't execute and capitalize on them. We weren't dangerous enough.
You started the game with O'Connor on that top line again, then you put Mikko back there. What did you kind of see that to make that?
Yeah, I liked O'Connor there actually. I wasn't getting. I didn't like the Colton line with Mikko. Like it just wasn't going, and. So we had some limited options in the top six. So I thought I'd try and flip them. Yeah, that's basically it. You need more than one line going. You know what I mean? So when we had a bunch of guys that I didn't really love their game, didn't impact the game enough throughout our lineup.
Can you put your finger on allowing so many goals in the last 30 seconds of periods?
It's pretty obvious tonight. We go back for the puck, we have time, and we make the wrong decision, turn it over. I mean, that's what it is, It's decision making. Sometimes it's guys getting caught out there trying to extend shifts. That was a little bit of a problem for us early in the year. I have to take it as each individual goal. Whenever a team creates a scoring chance or a goal, we're doing something wrong generally.
You talked about their structure this morning and that they're very defensively sound team. It seemed that you guys went through some stretches that weren't really generating much. Do you feel like you guys played into that structure a little bit?
Yeah, and then at times I thought we were really good, like some extended zone shifts, even in the third, MacKinnon's line. But lots of, I shouldn't say it. Sometimes we got dangerous out of it. I like some things we did. Sometimes we drew penalties out of it. And, but sometimes it was a lot of activity with not a lot of accomplishment. So, yeah.
He showed he was remorseful with us after the game. Gorgiev gave up the third goal and kind of gave Sam a whack on the leg with the stick. Is that something that you see would address with him.
Yeah.
Nate's factored into 7 consecutive of your goals. I guess obviously that speaks to how he's playing, but how hard is it to win when you're kind of relying so much on your star players?
Well, I mean, I still think we need some stars to be better than they were tonight. You know, all of our guys throughout our lineup. So it's every team relies on their stars. You know, they're gonna produce more than other teams. So you look at their roster. The guys that did the most damage tonight was their top line. They rely on those guys. You have to. So it's difficult to win at any point. Certainly, you'd like it spread out throughout your lineup. I'm just really happy Nate's going. Like, that's 2 games in a row, and tonight I thought he was outstanding. So, we got to get more guys going in the same direction. We're kind of hit and miss throughout our lineup here for the last little bit. It's costing us.
Mikko seemed to have his ice time was way up. Are you trying to just work him out of this rut right now, or?
It's part of it. Yep. I mean, he's doing some good things. I still want to see him pace it up a little bit. I know it's bugging him, so yeah. I mean, part of it is. I mean, he's still one of the most dangerous guys we have, right? And we need him, and I know he feels that. But yeah, my philosophy is going to be to try and work him out of it with his input and help. Yeah.
Last questions?
Sam Alinsky, first NHL point, told me after that he didn't like his game overall tonight. Just kind of what you think?
I didn't mind it. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't mind it. I think he's working to impact the game. There's a couple things, but I think, he's a young kid coming in, playing his first handful of games, and he's been pretty consistent. You know, he makes a nice play on that goal. He had others that he made. I didn't mind his game at all. Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.